Hey, welcome back everybody. We're here at a new week. This week I'll be covering the Old Fashioned and the Craft of the Cocktail by DeGroff. So the Old Fashioned was created at the Penn Dentist Club in Louisville, Kentucky. There's two different variations. There is the Old Fashioned with no fruit, and the New Old Fashioned, which has it has a muddled orange slice and cherry in it. So the one I'll be preparing for you today is going to be the New Old Fashioned, and I'll be making that in just a moment. Alright, here we are. So we're making the New Old Fashioned. Okay, first of all, we're going to start with a teaspoon of sugar, and this is going to be built in an Old Fashioned glass. So we're going to add a teaspoon of sugar, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, 1, 2, and next up is going to be just a dash of, you can either use water or club soda. I'm just going to use a dash of water here. Next is going to be an orange slice, and this is where it differs with the old fashioned. We don't use fruit, so we're going to use an orange slice in this case, and 1 cherry. I'm using Marasca cherries in this case. I find them very, very good. So just add it to the glass. We also have another orange slice and a cherry on the side. So as you can see here, we're going to use those as the garnish in just a moment. So after that, the next preparation is going to be muddle all the ingredients. So we're muddling the teaspoon of sugar, a dash of water or salt, and our cherry and orange slice. So I'm trying to just muddle the fruit within the orange slice because the recipe calls to remove the rind. We don't want to keep too much of that bitterness from the rind, so I'm just muddling the fruit there and working around that sugar a bit. So the orange and the cherry had a nice little extra flavor to the cocktail, and Dale even mentions that in his book. So let's go ahead and remove the rind from the muddled mixture there. Next up is going to be our liquor in this case. It's going to be bourbon. So there we go right there. We're going to use a nice bourbon in there. 2 ounces, the recipe calls for. And then we're going to add a touch more of water or soda. And then finally, of course, our ice. Just going to add some ice to that. Just a couple of big cubes will do. It's just fine. Not too many. And then we're just going to stir it. So the cocktail is going to be served in the glass that it's made in. So we built it. Let's give it a nice stir to let all the components mingle together. There we go. And finally we finish off with our garnish. It's going to be the remaining orange slice and our cherry. So there we have it, the Old Fashioned. Enjoy.
Sweet, sounds so soulful, don't you agree? I invented sweat, popping bottles, putting supermodels in a cab. Proof.